Hey Alicia, let's start simple. For listeners who might not know DWF Labs yet, how would you describe what DWF Labs does in Web3 today?
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Regarding DWF, we are a digital native market maker, an investment firm. We've been in the space for many, many years, providing liquidity to projects, but then also to exchanges directly. And yeah, we've been investing also into different projects from all different types of sectors and multi-stage. So we do pre-seed, seed rounds, and then pre-listing. And of course, after it's listed, we can also do liquid strategies.
Thank you. DWF Labs is known for both its role as a market maker and a venture investor. Can you explain the difference between those two sides and how they complement each other?
Yeah, sure. That's a great question. Let's start with the simplest, more the easier side, which would be venture investment. We invest into projects in early stage phase. So it could be pre-seed and seed round, usually below 50 million valuation. But since we are more flexible with our mandate, we can also do pre-TGE. And then, of course, after it's been listed, we can also invest into the open market as well. In terms of market making, market makers have different, objectives, but the main ones would be to tighten the spread and provide liquidity in the order book. So our function would be deep depth in the market in order for buyers and sellers to effortlessly trade the tokens that they wish for. And then in terms of how they complement each other, I mean, a market maker and a VC, they are vital institutions for this space, but at different moments. So VCs, of course, they are vital in order to fund projects so they can reach, a public market state. And then the market makers come in after the token, when the token is planning to get listed, and then of course post listing in order to provide liquidity. So buyers, sellers, or the investors can have, a healthy order book in order to perform whatever strategy they want to.
Thank you. A lot of projects today are struggling with liquidity, user acquisition, and scaling. What advice would you give to founders building in Web3 right now?
Good. So since I'm not a founder myself, I'll just share that projects have been looking into more closely. From our side, we work with projects that are still looking to find their product market fit. So, pre-seed, seed round projects. But then we also work with companies that are already listed. And in terms of the listed companies, also a really diverse portfolio. So we have small, medium, and bigger cap size projects. What we see with all of them is that they are currently evaluating their expenses. So they're trying to cut costs and then, of course, evaluate how much runway they have left. It's been a difficult year for sure for many players in the market. So it's something that I see projects often evaluate. And then also, I think projects are looking into more revenue streams. So instead of depending only on token appreciation, they are actively looking to build a customer base and a paying clientele. So that's what I've been seeing. And I think those are more fundamental strategies, which is good. The environment or, the crypto sphere is constantly evolving. So I think those are good signs.
Thank you. Can you share a quick story about a project or investment that really embodies DWF Labs' vision or approach to supporting the ecosystems?
Good. We have a lot of different projects that we've worked with really closely. I think lately one of our biggest announcements was investing 25 million into World Liberty Finance. As you all know, it's a project backed by the Trump family. It's great to see that, Trump is bringing crypto back to the US. As we all know, it's a market that has always driven innovation. And it's good to see that, firms are back to the US or, building more towards the US. And we've also now, since, the regulatory framework is a bit clearer, working more closely with them and looking more towards expanding to the US. So I think one of the examples would be, World Liberty Finance.
Awesome, thank you. Finally, looking ahead, how do you see the role of firms like DWF Labs evolving as Web3 matures into the next cycle?
Yeah, I think every company in the space plays a huge role into making our industry more mature. But yeah, I think companies the size of DWF can accelerate a bit more the bridge between Web 2 and Web 3. So of course, we offer different type of services. But yeah, we've been working more closely into this gap between, the real world and crypto world. So yeah, I think that's what we've been trying to do.
Awesome. Alicia, you're the
Thank you for
best.
having me.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so much.